Dear friends, tomorrow I'm going to take part in the political discussions. Today I'm going to be very brief and only do one important thing, and that is to welcome you all to Norway and to Oslo. And I welcome you to 2 days of very dynamic discussions about important issues and questions. And I'm proud to host such a distinguished audience representing people from all over the world. And I would also like to take this opportunity to thank Policy Network and the Norwegian Confederation of Trade Unions for organizing this important event. Thanking you for bringing leaders together, policymakers, activists and intellectuals to address some of the most compelling issues facing the center-left today. How we can create and secure employment and new jobs in the aftermath of the worst economic crisis since the Great Depression. How we can foster new economic growth and securing shared and just prosperity, and how we can ensure educational opportunities that enable all members of society to fulfill their potential. The Great Depression, the last economic upheaval since the one we experienced in 2007-2008, the Great Depression paved the way for almost 2 generations of progressive politics in the world. From Roosevelt's New Deal via Clement Attlee's welfare state in Britain to the Nordic model with Social Democrats in the driver's seat. That was all great achievements in human history, proud moments in progressive politics, and improving lives and the prospects of millions of people. Our challenge today is how we can advance this agenda, learn from both the Great Depression, but also learn from the economic crisis we achieved now, and then meet the challenges that crisis are facing on us today. And that is why meetings and forums like this are so important. I don't believe that we can meet across borders and then copy each other, because there are too many national differences. So I don't believe it's possible to copy each other, but I believe that we can inspire each other. And I will just share with you one of the most important things I have learned by working together with, by studying and cooperating with progressive movements over some years. And that is that when we are able to combine a strong commitment to our core value of social justice with an ability to renew and modernize, then we are at our best. So we have to be able both to be truthful, to be strong on our timeless values of social justice, with an ability to always modernize and renew our policies. Reform has to be an ongoing process, something we do all the time. At the same time, we see a challenge now as before from the conservative forces in Europe and in the rest of the world. And throughout the continent, conservative parties now dress up in centrist clothes, assuring people that this time they have learned their lesson. That may be so, but history shows us that the right is very quick to forget. The progressive parties and Coca-Cola have at least one thing in common, and that is that we are the real thing. That, I hope, will be manifested here in Oslo today and tomorrow, mapping the way for revival of progressive politics, unleashing the energy of our movement at a time when the world badly needs us. Now is the time for governments to act to create new jobs and prosperity. Now is the time for political leaders with vision of putting people first. Now is the time for progressive politics. Thank you and good luck with the conference.